Hi guys, welcome back to Adulting with Bree. Today I will be discussing how to not give a But before I get into that, I'm sure some of you have noticed that I have changed my name. And the reason for that is I used to go by Adulting 101, and I think it was kind of hard for certain people to find me on YouTube because as I've come to notice, there are quite a few people called Adulting 101. So I've now changed my name to Adulting with Bree. Of course, because my name is Bridget and most of my friends and family members call me Bree or B. I just decided to call it Adulting with Bree. So, how to not give a The reason why I wanted to do this video is because I don't know if some of you know, but I'm actually 31 years old now. I will be 32 in July. So I haven't got long to go, about a month to go until I'm 32. And at this point of my life, as I start to reflect on some of the things that I've done, some of the things I've not done, which is not much, I start to think to myself, if anything happened to me tomorrow, next week, next month, would I really have any regrets? And the answer to that is no. I probably won't have any regrets, because I feel like at this point in my life, I've done a lot of the things. I would say about 90% of the things that I've wanted to do, I've done. And mostly, I put that down to not giving a about what people think about me, what people are going to say about me. And I just kind of do what I want because I just don't care. So I think for people my age, for people a bit younger, even people older, but I would specifically talk about people my age because, of course, that's all I kind of know at the moment. I would say that quite a lot of people that I have spoken to are scared to start new journeys, are scared to start new businesses, new career paths, because they care about what other people think, which is absolutely absurd to me. I mean, I get it, but why are you going to put your life on the back burner for somebody else? You know, especially when I see other people when they decide to, I don't know, open a business and a friend makes a comment like, why do you feel like you can do that, or why do you feel like you're going to achieve that? It's just beyond me as to why somebody else would put you down for something that you're trying to start. Look, I'm telling you guys from now, I've started multiple businesses. My mum and my friends and probably all my family members are probably fed up of the amount of Instagram pages I've started, the amount of businesses I've started, the amount of ideas I've had. But I execute everything. Every idea I've ever had, I've executed it, except for the ones that require a lot of funds. Of course, you know, I'm talking in like the 10,000s and that kind of range. I don't believe in getting a loan for a business. I mean, I don't think it's a big deal, but for me personally, I don't like to have anything that I need to repay back. So I would never get a loan. So most of my businesses are just started up by me, and they don't require a lot of money. Let's just say, for example, the first business that I started was my clothing company, Fifth and Western, and that required £100. The way I started that business is because my mum's friend, he was going to Africa, to Zimbabwe in particular, and he wanted to take back some clothes for less fortunate children. So he came to my house, and I have bags and bags of clothes at that time, of clothes that I just didn't wear. So I gave him the clothes, and he gave me, I think it was £100 or £150. And I put that in my bank account into my savings, and I didn't really have any use for it at the time. And I think a few weeks later, I discovered these like phone cases that everybody had. They were like the Chanel perfume like phone cases. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but if you Google it, you'll be able to see, or I'll put it on the screen. And I Googled them randomly, and I found like a wholesale website. And I started looking through this wholesale website, and I was like, wow, they've they're selling this phone case for like £30, and this wholesale website is selling it for £5. I can buy 10 of these and then sell them for a cheaper price than they're selling it for, and make myself a profit. So I did it, and on the same day I'd made business cards. I thought of my name. I literally did everything within that week. I had business cards, I had a website, I had social media pages, and I went to my friends and I was like, oh, hey guys, follow my page, I've started a clothing company. Or at that time it was kind of more accessories, so I was like, yeah, I've started a clothing company. And they were like, what, we didn't know you wanted to do clothing. And I was just like, yeah, it kind of just fell into place, and it happened, and I've been doing it ever since. Of course, when I moved to Dubai, it stopped. So it was stagnant for that time up until now, when I've started it back up again. But for me personally, I don't care what people think. I will start, if I have an idea and I feel excited about it, I feel like it's going to work, and, you know, I want to do it, I will do it. I will do it, because at the end of the day, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, I don't have that feeling of, damn, when I was 20, I wish I traveled, because I did travel. Or damn, when I was, 21, I wish I had, I started acting, because I'm really passionate about acting. I did act, because that's one of the things that I really wanted to do. I wanted to be an actress initially, but I also wanted to be a stockbroker, which is quite strange. But I think at the time when I was in college, I was dating a guy that was into investments, and he wanted to be a stockbroker. So I kind of started researching it, and then I found out you could make a lot of money from it. And I was like, wow, if acting doesn't work, then I want to be in an industry that will make me money. Like, I don't want to be working for a company that doesn't make me money. So I'm going to get into finance. So it's either I'm going to be an actress. If that doesn't work, I'm going to be a stockbroker. So that was it. And I was fortunate enough to be able to pursue my acting, which I did for a number of years. And not only that, I also pursued a career in investments as well. And I also lived in another... Guys, I've done so many things. It's actually crazy. I've done everything that I've always wished I wanted to do. And I have no regrets. I have absolutely no regrets. And that's in not caring what other people think. And most of the time, most of the things I do execute, I execute them without even telling anybody. So people will just see the finished product. For example, moving to Dubai. My friends only knew once I had the job, once I signed the contracts, everything was set in stone, and maybe it was 3 weeks before I moved, that's when I started telling people about it. So up until the time I know it's guaranteed, I'm not going to say anything about it. And the only time I have is with this property. And I think because it's been such a long and stressful journey, it's been going on since November, it was kind of difficult for me to kind of keep it in and not tell people about it. Of course, not all my friends know, only some of them know. But yeah, I just feel like if you're going to do something, if you're worried about what other people think, just don't even tell them. Just do it. Just do it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And nobody would have been none the wiser. So don't care about what other people think. Don't care about what other people are going to say, because those people that have negative energy are the same people that are going to say to you, how did you do it at the end of the day? Are the same people that are going to tell you about their ideas and not execute not even one thing. So some people are scared of failing. Some people are scared of starting. And for me, I'm not scared of either of those things. So I think if you are that type of person, you kind of have to, start one thing. If it fails, then boost yourself up to do something else. And if anything, just make sure that one thing that you do, you put 100% in. For me personally, I have so many ideas. It's hard for me to kind of put my energy into one thing. I have to have multiple things going. And I guess you could see that as a negative or a positive, but I don't know. It works for me. It works for me. I like multiple things happening at the same time. I don't like to just do one thing at a time. I mean, I did try Fifth and Western at one point on its own without doing anything else. But even then, I started branching off to do Fifth and Western Cosmetics, Fifth and Western Management. So even then, I still wasn't focusing on one thing. And I don't know if that's a negative trait, but I'm still going to do it. So I don't give a But yeah, so guys, just make sure that if you want to execute something, do it. And like I said, I think I mentioned before in one of my other videos that I've written down a list of 100 things I want to do. And I'm just ticking through those things. Like, I just don't care what people are going to say. And at the end of the day, most people won't even say these things to your face, so you won't even know anyway. And even if they do, like, nobody's ever said to me, oh, like, why are you starting this business? It's gonna fail. Why you, like, nobody's ever said that to me. And even if they did, I wouldn't even care, to be honest with you. So what I say is, do not care about what people think. Do what you want to do and execute it to your fullest potential. And that's it. I will be delving deeper into this subject at some point, but I just did want to touch on it because I just do feel like a lot of people miss out on certain opportunities because they are scared of what maybe their family members will think, what their friends will think, most importantly, what their friends will think. And I just really don't think you be thinking about what other people are thinking of you. Just do you. Do what you want to do. Try things out. If they don't work, they don't work. Especially like now I'm 30, people are expecting me to, be more serious, don't do this. Like, no, there are 100 things I still want to do and I'm still going to execute all of those 100 things. So whatever. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. I will speak to you soon. Thanks. Bye. Hi guys, welcome back to Adulting with Bree.